Big Clan's back. Ready for another game, Ben, versus their opponents in Heroic. A spicy matchup to round out the day and close the day.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's one intro to end the day as well.
Yeah, that's the one. that's what I've gone for.
Yeah. So Big Clan, we saw them earlier. They looked pretty good earlier as well. That's the main thing. Wendigo probably should have got that nuke game, but they did get the overtime win. That's what matters. A big 5 points from that. They are looking to make that an 11 out of 12 today. And Heroic, remember the last time we saw them, they didn't look fantastic, did they? No,
they did not. It seemed like things were definitely going wrong in the roster. It was a little bit all over the shop, so questions to be asked. Obviously, the team's still slightly different to the historic Heroic roster as well, as there was quite a few changes that went on.
Yeah, but the main thing I think is that we're going to Dust2 first map. And if you remember the last time we watched Heroic, it was on Dust2 against Wendigo.
And they looked lost.
They looked hopeless.
Towards mid, they just had no idea what was going on. Yeah, they forgot about the bomb.
1v3 jumping down into CT. There were a lot of errors being made. And not by just one player, by all of them.
By the entire TM.
But hopefully, they have fixed those issues that they did have. And remembered it with a B rush. Next, the only man here. Not a man you want to give some momentum, is he? 2 kills already into the round. Mori training him off. However, look how quick this push behind is. Smooya already here, just spamming through the smoke, hoping to land some shots, but not really getting anything from it. And Mertz, he seems to be bailing them out. Surely he doesn't win this firefight as well.
Oh, left in a 2v2. Ben Mori towards mid, going to go for the extension round. Mertz has got that headshot off on Tabson. And this has gone from bad to very, very worse.
Smoked through the doors by Gorby, but gets shot in the side of the head by Modi. That big run started so well. Next, he was the only player in B. He gets 2 kills on the way in.
He looks effective.
And from then, it just kind of fell to pieces. It was technically a 5v3 at one point, into then a 2v1 in favor of Heroic. So a good start by Mertz. I suppose it's going to be one of his prominent maps. It's fair to say Dust2, quite an AWPer map. And he is facing against 2 AWPers on the other side who have had a bit of a hit and miss day thus far in Smooya and Tabson.
Oh, next to get hit by the early grenade though, brings him down to 65 HP. As it appears like they are going to try and take that long control early on here. Ooh. Slight tap shots coming through, Molotov going to be dashed out. Smooya is burning. Luckily, repositions just far enough back.
Yeah, they should know that the Molotov has not reached fully. Fortunately, it doesn't look like they have any inkling towards this. Smoke's coming in. The question is, how long will Smooya stay in before actually making a peek? Will he shoot the first person? He'll try and shoot the first person, finally takes him down.
Oh.
He stays alive for a bit longer than he probably should have there.
Very messy.
Oh, Nex.
Yeah, Nex going to be able to battle back, grabs himself the AK. And in reality, all he wants to do is get away, hold on to that, and save for another day, Ben. So Heroic will get their second round. But it was quite a messy one.
Yeah, that's not a good start of things to come, really, is it? Heroic, I was mentioning earlier on that they weren't exactly clean with most of their takes in previous games. And that's not something we really want to see against a team like Big as well, who, if they get the utility they want, they'll be able to deal with executes like that very easily. So Nex, as you mentioned, he just wants to stay alive. He got 2 kills into this round. Got a flashbang as well, so he's going to be saving a lot of money by getting this AK. He could potentially drop an AWP across, but if he were to do that, he wouldn't have armor for himself. So hopefully that's taken into consideration if they want to buy with it. 2-0 down for Heroic. It's worth remembering the ways that Bigs have started their games in recent history is that they would take a loss in some way in the game early on. Whether it's a 4-0 deficit, maybe 5-0 in some cases. And from there, they would usually rebuild. Here comes a fast B rush with the Zillion going down mid as well. Tizian, the only man in, and he doesn't get anything. They're shooting each other.
Okay, they're going to smoke towards door. They've got the site control. And this is looking very good for Heroic in these first few rounds. I mean, this should probably be a 3rd round picked up unless the retake's on point from Big, but it doesn't really seem like they want to go for it. And they're going to concede already. They called this one off. They're going to give Heroic that 3rd round. It's not a great start for Big Clan.
Not at all. Heroic identifying that the B site might be weaker on that first buy round. get the kill onto Tizian. They lose nobody for it, but they did use all their grenades, so that will have to be rebought. Big opted to save as well. So that means they will probably buy into this next one. Considering they have saved 4 weapons. Yeah. So nice easy few rounds for Heroic, when you think about it.
Oh, alright, Moddy.
Heroic, I think they've not actually been dealt damage from Big this round. It's been all of them just shooting each other.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Because Mertz got shot on the way in after they got the kills. They were so blind. And then the same thing happens just Essetag just then. Moddy was that scared he thought he was the last man out.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Apparently everybody needs to scream that they're exiting somewhere.
Exiting B, Corey.
So they do drop an M4 across to Tizian. So it will be a full buy back into it for Big. Mertz keeping the scouts an interesting one. Well, this long take is going to be a real battle. Big have always fought it. And they are planning to fight the corner as well. A lot of grenades coming through. A lot of flashbangs as well. Got to be fully white.
They've literally dumped a crate of flashbangs on long, Ben.
Got to be bailed out by Tabson there. But unfortunately, Tabson paid the price himself. Taken down by Essetag. But not before doing a lot of damage to him as well. So ultimately for Big, that's not a bad trade. Here comes that take though. Next, he was watching the cross. There's 2 players on short. The Molotov's coming in, the carpet bomb, but unfortunately Smuya caught with his grenade in his hand. Freiburg takes him straight out.
Freiburg trying to detonate the bomb early with a fire. It's not how that works.
Try to throw it on the ground as well. Doesn't explode on impact.
No. Instead, Essetag will have to plant it. And we're now into the 3 versus 4 retake. However, the trade comes back through. Tizian gets the headshot off on Moddy. And it is just Gobi and Tizian that are alive. But Gobi's gone down. Tizian to clutch this one. It would be a hard-fought affair. It would have to be a 4K in total for him. And he begins to backpedal. Just going to slide out of there and retreat. Save on to all the equipment he has with him. Freiburg hunting. Oh, Freiburg does it.
Too. That's a really good start from Heroic. So the question is, I mentioned the thing in recent history. They went down 4-5-0.
Yes.
In pretty much all their recent games. From
then
they make a recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no pause this time. It's going to be a half buy. We might see a pause in the next one if they lose this.
It does feel like the last time we saw him on Dust2 as well, it was very shaky until the first pause. Then everything started to go in their favour.
It was on T side as well though, so you have that added bit where you can have got B influence a lot more of the map.
Yeah.
Right. CT is not as easy to be able to control your B player if you're playing A.
Not as much micromanaging you can really do.
So Heroic probably going to hope to capitalise on that. Whereas Windigo were not quite able to in both of their matchups. Short taken comfortably by Heroic. Not really needing to use many grenades to actually get up there. MP5 in the hand of Mertz though. Question is, what a big thing you're doing, because they're still playing 2 towards long. And then the 2 in B, so mid is completely open here. Tabson did use his smoke towards short as well. You can see the move. As soon as Tabson's used his smoke, they're deciding we're going to try and fight towards short then. Godby can re-smoke it. As soon as the re-smoke comes in, Tabson will be able to flash them in later on. Grenades will be coming in though. There's 2 players playing close. Unless Mertz drops into CT, this could be really awkward. He actually pushes all through. He's past 2 players.
Got behind them. Godby going to realise. Moddy, oh no.
Straight into the Deagle.
This is giving him an M4 as well, and he just keeps it going. Tizian! Oh, the spray, Ben. Calculated. That's a big round from Tizian.
Maybe the pause isn't needed.
No, apparently not. Tizian has awoken.
You don't need to tell your team to wake up if the other team are just falling asleep with that attempted take. Heroic though, they're still able to get buy-in. And there is an AWP on the side of Tabson as well. Smoothie with the AK. MP5 on Gob B. Not his weapon of choice at all either. Normally uses the MP7, as we mentioned earlier on today. Tabson AWPing on his own as well. Nobody there ready to support him. Gets pushed off due to the Molotov right now. He will be AWPing on the Shoxy angle, takes a shot, drops into CT. So they do get the control towards short at the very least. Control taken completely. Gonna see how many grenades they can take off of Big. So Essetag, he's doing a smoke. I believe that lands towards long on the corner. I'm not 100% on that. That's an interesting one. So it's one of the smokes that you'd use to take long. I think Freiburg did the other one. However, got B. He's given it up, so that's actually worked beautifully. Long control, technically taken in some way, but the push is coming through.
Oh.
Running everything.
Yeah, Mert's going to get the early opener with the AWP. He's able to punish Tabson. S-Tag as well with a headshot. Going to be able to flick up. Cillian punishes next. And it is just on Tizian and Smooya. So 2 versus 5. They're pretty much just going to have to accept their fate in this one and save it. So Heroic, a very good response. This will also leave Big in quite a predicament. If they can find these 2 players and force weapons out of their hands, that'd be even better. But they do have low economy. They don't really want to overextend and run the risk if they don't have to. Just clearing towards mid now. Smooya, tasty headshot on the first. But the response is there from Essetag.
Tizian, the man with all the money, on the side of Big. Hoping to stay alive, but he's getting crunched from all angles here.
Ooh.
So while Heroic, you're probably thinking they shouldn't really be forcing that hunt. They know the CT economy is so fragile.
Yeah,
though.
it's worth it.
It's a lot more worth it for them to do it than it is for the other way around. It's a full bind. There's 3 good B spawns here, but I don't think they'll be taking them.
Okay, double up setup. Smooya and Tabson. The standard.
Really awkward peek from Mertz there, I feel. Rather unneeded. Godby actually gets the AWP back as well. So there's triple AWP in effect on Big. Flash comes through from mid doors. Control is taken by them. Tizian getting ready to fight it, but the flash is going to be too late. They kill him before he even gets a chance to fight back. It's just Smooya left in the side. He's being fully blinded. This is beautiful for Heroic here.
It's 2 on 4. It's got to be the save. They are luckily able to recover both of the AWPs. Tabson still clutches onto his, and Godby will save Smooya's. But that's another round now for Heroic, and they've got momentum, Ben. They've got everything they need going into this game. Confidence is there. Overall, looking very effective on that T side. For Big, it's a slow start.
Something we're used to when watching Big by looks of things. The question is, will a pause come in here or will it be next round? Because the money's not there, but you have, say, 2 AWPs, right? It depends, what do you want to do with these 2 AWPs? It's all well and good giving it back to Smooya, but what's he going to do with his own as well?
Godby even saves outside long doors.
Apparently. Shows a spot of comfort, apparently.
Yeah. It's his safe space. In my safe space.
So he does pass it to Smooya. No pause will come through, though. So Tabson and Smooya both have AWPs. Smooya actually buys armor alongside it. So 2 players crossing. It's going to be a battle towards long again, though. Essetag. Godby does very well to get that nade in every round. Always does about 50 damage, depending on if it goes in the doors or out. So Tabson warping all the way back behind the... Used to be barrels. There's actually some rice barrels now.
Little rice bags.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of a block.
Congestion in the long doors.
Need some traffic lights in there.
I think so, yeah. Some nice signals. But look at that complete rotate. Tizian. Oh, no, Smooya, sorry. He's going to run straight into them all.
Oh.
The fact he's not been taken out there is so lucky, I feel.
Yeah, normally you would be punished quite easily in that position. Ooh, Tizian, though. Could try and get aggro.
The thing is, there's still 55 seconds on the clock. Big have got a lot of rotations going all the way, both sides of the map.
They've kind of just traded position. They have no idea where to commit to at this point.
Yeah, Heroic, they've managed to get a lot of grenades out of Big. But ultimately, we're now going down to that last 35 seconds. Grenade will come through. A 1 deagle come through. That's a lovely shot.
Yeah, that was a tasty deagle frag coming through.
And Godby, he was thinking about pushing through that, wasn't he? The split's going to come in. And Smooya, he gets that kill back. That's outrageous.
How has he been able to get away with this?
Smoke's going to fade any second now. Gobby, Sicilian's right on him. He sees him on the radar. Doesn't get the kill, but Modi does.
It's falling to pieces here for Heroic into this round, Ben. Everything is going the way of Big all of a sudden. It's not looking great at all. Modi going to charge his way around, start to plant the bomb. He will at least be able to get that bomb planted. The jump face comes out. Mertz with the AWP can't connect onto anyone. Modi trying to get off site and get into a better position as he plays towards the close ramp. Mertz behind the car. These are the most awkward positions to be in for those players. And next still with the Deagle punishing. They'll jump on the bomb. They're going to get this round as they'll pick up their second.
These have been some really awkward rounds whenever Heroic have been against a half buy sort of thing. Because they seem to be too scared to make that error, right? Like the error of just walking into possibly a stack or, you know, CZ close range, that sort of thing. I believe this would be a Heroic pause perhaps as well. Unless, well, Big have no reason to, do they? They saved 4 weapons just then. But we have seen crazy things, I guess, from Big, haven't we?
They were pausing an awful lot on Nuke.
Even when they're winning rounds. And tech balls.
Tech balls. A lot of
That's
those
where the
today.
PTSD comes in.
I remember Inferno.
I remember it because it lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Big with a technical pause. Obviously, it works as not a tactical in any way, really. Assuming, depending on what the issue is. Of course.
Someone's headset's gone wrong.
Gone wrong.
It's gone rogue, Ben. It's run off.
Grown legs and walked out the room.
Yeah. It's grown up and just said, I've had enough.
So Heroic, 6-2. They're in a pretty good position, right? We haven't had to see Big go for that pause, which we were talking about, thinking of it coming in. They've instead managed to just slowly recover in their own way.
You know, talking of headset problems, I remember once I was playing an official and Drummo got flashbanged. And oh no! Tizian there with a hat trick. He's just buttered them all down. And I remember he got flashbang, Ben. And you know, obviously when you get flashbang, it's like the ringing noise.
Yeah.
But then it just didn't stop, and then all the sound went on his right ear.
Was it actually his ear?
And no, the flashbang apparently broke his headset. And like that flashbang going off at the same time was also the time his headset just gave up. So the flashbang went off. Right sound just went. So there was just...
That'd be such an annoying noise as well to have constantly going. It's like when your game used to crash.
Yeah.
And it was just like they would repeat the last sound you heard over and over again.
You could just hear an M249 just go...
Yeah. So Heroic, they're trying to hope that Big push into them. But if they don't push into them, I think they'd be perfectly fine with just saving here. Modi can drop an AK. Mertz doesn't have enough money himself to buy, so he really needs to stay alive here. And on the side of Big, they know there's not really much value in us hunting here. We can stay alive, get more grenades in next round, keep the money flowing.
Yeah, so a good round there from Tizian. Very well played to actually defend the site on the push.
Nice kill.
Smooya unable to get too much going as Mertz will munch down on him. And this will be a round for Big. It's just a save from the other 2 Heroic players, but that is only a 6-3 scoreline. So still 3 rounds apart between both sides.
Yeah, it's been a rather comfortable few rounds for Heroic when they have won. However, the rounds they lost were rounds they really should be winning. When it came to beating the buy rounds, they did really well. But this time, not so much. So I feel like the main error that was actually just done then is the classic case of somebody says, I'll smoke the Molotov, but you throw it on the lesser side of it. So it still doesn't, it still blooms along the other side. And they thought it'd be gone. Somebody said they were putting it out. Nothing happens. Smoke an Xbox really early on though. So short control will be pretty immediate from them. There goes the flash, and short control completely taken by Heroic. However, you can see the movement next. He was debating it. He was thinking, do I need to use my smoke towards short? Tabson goes to line up his instead. So that is one smoke used on that side. They've decided to move with the AWPer in Smyrna towards that B site. Allow him to work as an anchor. This is a bit of an easier rotate if they want to go for it. God B thinks it might be a take towards A. Fortunately, if he'd done that a few seconds earlier, that would have been a good nade. However, this time, nobody there. 50 seconds left. There's only one smoke available on the Heroic side, and that's on Essetag. So this take will be very sparse in terms of utility, but still available in terms of, you know, overall firepower. Here it comes. They're going to walk up closer and hopefully get the carpet bomb available. Grenades will be flying out. 25 seconds left. They need to go.
Grenade's going to be launched out. Flashbang over there from Tabson next in the elevated angle by Close Goose. Going to drop the molly as well, which is quite nice to just delay the push and transfer a fair bit of damage over. Got B. Oh, he's up close and personal, but he's panicked, Ben. Failing to do what he needed to do, but luckily enough, on the re-aggression, finds that kill. Essetag with the double, however, and Modi to beat down Smooya. And Heroic, they picked that round up. They give themselves a 7th now. Looking like they want to try and run away with a half from this position.
It's probably a round they shouldn't have got as well, when you think about how much utility they had. It was the 2 Molotovs, a single flash. And overall, it's just surprising that they were able to get it done. Right, Next gets that first kill. And you probably think he shouldn't get any more after that. The pause will come through, though. I imagine this is big.
Well, it depends. It could be quite small. Pause.
In terms of time or length, they are quite short pauses, to be fair. 30 seconds.
But when it comes to width, they're large.
So big. They were debating whether or not the buy was going to be worth it. God B, though. You can see he's initiated that. Pistol armor coming through. They want the double up by the looks of things. Tabson going to the Deagle Kevlar with a lot of grenades. Same grenade from God B every round. Doing a lot of work. So when you think about the rounds that Big have actually won, they won 3. One of the rounds Tizian got 4. The other one Tizian got 3. So if we think about those games that we've seen in the past where a team will lose like 16-5 and they'll only win when a player pops off.
Yeah.
It's looking like that right now. The question is, will it proceed to carry on like that? Silly. Avoids the headshot from Next then. You see it drop instantly from Tabson. Tizian trying to get anything done, but unfortunately can't quite get anything. 2v5 now. God B with a CZ at that distance. Even after the nerf to it. Takes down a Cillian.
And he's actually been rocking the Tech 9 normally. And the 5.7 as well. So maybe now sticking with the CZ and the CT half, keeping the Tech 9 for the T half. He
seems to be liking the CZ because of the movement-based, threat there is, right?
You can be
he
quite
makes a lot of plays
speedy
that are
with
just running and gunning. Remember the play, I think it was yesterday actually, on Dust2, where he just ran through the smoke, killed 2 people, and messed up the round completely.
You can be quite bouncy.
And he's actually chose to get rid of that CZ. Grabbed the Deagle from, I believe it was Nex's body.
The more expensive pistol.
Well, and he behind doors.
Goes behind door. You know Get Right? It was like, if you don't know where Get Right is, look behind you. If you don't know where God B is, look behind doors.
Apparently. So I mentioned the double AWP was a big requirement for Big.
Yes.
It was.
Big.
Yes, very big.
Oh, double AUG setup.
The double AUG is something else, though. We've not seen that one before.
That's a whole different kettle of AUG.
So Next picking up the AUG. God B as well. So this is quite a versatile squadron they're assembling here. Good at range. However, I don't think they would deal with rushes too great.
Yeah, they're now playing as Zoomers, Ben. The Zoom class. You can right-click to zoom.
Unless somebody changed the bind.
Well, that would be outrageous.
It would be outrageous. I don't know what else you do it with.
Spacebar to zoom.
So they have gone towards B. Tizian gets the first one. Staying alive, but unfortunately Essetag takes him down. Smooya, he peeks on the doors, he still gets that kill. No trace behind at all.
Smooya just keeps on going as well. Next with the AUG. Finds another frag. And it was just all down to the scopes in that round. Double AUG, double AWP.
So another round where Heroic, it's fair to say they kind of tried to catch their opponents off guard. But in trying to do that, they were going into the site slowly, that they couldn't really get it done before, you know, the rotators had an influence on the round, right? We saw Smear go through the doors, get 2 kills, which he never should have. Could be wondering where's the smoke towards the doors in that situation.
Where's the lamb sauce?
I'm unsure, Gordon.
Gone missing. Well, still 3 scopes in play. 2 of them on the AUGs. 1 on Tabson, playing from shocks. Oh,
Tell they were expecting that
yeah,
re-peek.
they knew.
So next, he's looking to go aggressive again, though. And Mertz, that's a big kill towards Smuya. 3v5. Tizian, he's trying his hardest to get that kill, but he just can't find the headshot. Down to the 2 zoomers.
Yeah, let's see if these zoomy boys can do anything.
God be on next.
God be upgrades to a different zoom.
The more expensive zoom. Slower firing zoom. It is a one-shot zoom, though.
What does the AUG stand for? Because AWP is Arctic Warfare Police.
Yeah, so it just doesn't really make sense, does it?
Well, technically, the gun it's based on is the L96 Winterized Police Edition.
All right.
And that's why it's, yeah, that's why it's AWP, which is Arctic Warfare Police. But the AUG, I don't know why it's called the AUG, I don't know.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Automatic utility gun. Probably somewhere around there.
Let's see.
Both of the
AUG stands for Army Universal Gewehr, but meaning Universal Army Rifle.
There we go. That's pretty close.
Is often used to refer to a specific version, especially the initial version, which was 5.56 times 45mm NATO bullpup assault rifle.
Yeah.
Permanent use of the Swarovski scope. So that's that little.
That's the little. Yeah, that's the one you have on there.
That's the very unique one.
Yeah.
So Heroic, looking pretty strong here. We haven't seen Big come out with a pause, though. But I suppose the flow of the game hasn't really made sense for them to go for a pause at any point, other than that one earlier on to talk about the buy, which it did result in them getting the round, right? But compared to that nuke game we saw earlier, you know, there's not been as many. This B-bomb site's normally where we've seen things crumble for Heroic.
Ooh.
That's one way of peeking it.
Yeah, that is a big old peak. Old Mertz. Oh, Mertz.
Somehow saves the day, I guess. Yeah,
yeah, fair play.
He was missing all the shots that he should land, and lands the shots he shouldn't have.
That's just the Mertz way. He's got no zoom, though.
No zoom, but it does have a silencio.
Some paprika as well, Ben.
So there should be 10-4. You can see Freiburg already got himself into the zone towards that A site.
I'm definitely in my zone.
Slowly walking up here around, he'll be able to just relay to his team. This should be okay. Gotta be hoping that somebody will come his way, but sadly, no visitors today.
No. They're going to run past the salon, past the internet cafe.
And the dental.
And the dental care, yeah. And plant at the site.
Just a matter of time, I suppose, whether it's Godby dying or the bomb exploding. Heroic will find their 10th round, though. They looked really good. If you remember the game against Windigo, it was on the T side that they only had, I think it was 3 rounds or 4 rounds.
Yeah.
CT, they did really well, and then the next game we saw them, it was the complete flip. If you remember, it was against G2, where G2 had a pretty horrendous start and then came back. So Heroic, I think they are making improvements across a few weeks.
Well, obviously, that was the start of the season as well.
Yeah, it was shortly after the addition of Mertz.
Yeah. Which isn't too long ago when you think about it. But
Yeah, it's still recent.
yeah. Oh. Next, stealing the AWP there.
So Godby's been taking the hit every time on these purchases.
He doesn't mind, does he?
He'll get that nade into the long door again, I imagine, though.
Oh.
Doesn't get as much damage as anticipated, though.
How does the Cillian even just stay alive just happily there?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is so aggressive. I'm surprised he hasn't just ran straight after them to try and get the kill.
This is ridiculous, man. They've just given him all this control.
That might be why.
Yeah, not scared. Now he's scared.
That spray, if he'd landed that kill, that probably changes how this plays out completely.
Despicable, Ben.
There's only one player towards B and Tizian. This is such an... What are they trying to do? This triple boost.
Give the triple boost.
Oh, this is crazy.
It's not worked.
He's actually been spotted by Tizian.
Yeah, the triple boost.
It really hasn't worked.
Was that supposed to be over the smoke, but it took too long that they just...
I think so.
Good. Good work, everyone.
Job done. Get out of that. We'll get them next time.
Work.
We will literally get them next time, I guess, is what they've said.
Yeah. We'll try that again another day.
So pretty disappointing. I mean, if they'd got the kill, that would have been pretty cool, right? But instead, Tizian just shoots Mertz in the arm. Just goes, there's 3 tunnels, by the way, guys.
Yeah. They're doing a weird boost.
I can see them. Should I shoot them?
They're all exposed.
Smooth out. That's a really good entry. Oh! That's an incredible... I was going to say a crazy shot as well as incredible.
Incredible.
Incredible. Smooth, though. He's stuck on sight.
Oh!
Does get away just as he unscopes.
That's rough timing, but Modi straight in there, looking for the aggression, supported by Freiburg. Oh, it's an easy spray down as they trade the kills out. And then it's just on Tizian. Tizian going to be detected. However, he will get the uppercut, but he's only on 12 HP. He needs to run away.
As well. He needs to try and get this retake underway, but I'd say it's near impossible.
Yeah, it's not looking likely. I mean, you can try and back off going from a different angle, but he doesn't have much time.
Nor does he have a kit. Doesn't help when Freiburg keeps grabbing more and more grenades on the site as well.
Here's the Grenadier.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice few kills, I guess, but that's not going to change things. Essetag is close to the wall. We'll kill him. 11-4 in favour of Heroic.
Wow.
Looking pretty good on that T side.
An incredibly one-sided half there.
Just imagine how different it'd be if Heroic were able to deal with the anti-ecos a bit more cleanly. Or rather, just not rush B, I guess. That's one way of...
If they would have avoided that B site, could have been even different. Could have been even more in their favour.
Yeah. But ultimately, if you say you lost 2 rounds because you rushed B, but you still have 11.
Not bad.
That's still fine, right? So they're in a really good position to take this one. But things can change rather quickly. It's not over just yet. Still another 15 rounds perhaps available if Big was to make the big comeback in that way. But first they need to get the pistol and start building from there. So if you remember the last pistol we saw from Big on the T side, I believe Smoothie got killed straight away up mid, all the way to T-spawn. And he's holding that same peak again. Not learnt from his errors, has he? Apparently.
No. Doesn't seem like it.
So 2 players on the side of Big with the grenades, Tizian and God B. 2 flashes each along with the smoke. That's a really nice entry by Tabson. From that, not much reaction from either side, really. They'll take short. I imagine from here the execute will come through. You can see Modi making the information play. He's got control towards that tunnel area. And Freiburg, you'll hear them bounding away outside along, especially in the doors now as well. That should have been a free kill.
Oh, push coming out. Freiburg going to be forced to try and dive back. Mertz with the first, connects the headshot on Smoothie. The flick up as well, bringing people down incredibly low. The backstab, Ben.
TT.
Oh, it's all going their favour. It's just Nex and Tizian that remain. Tizian up close and personal will get the uppercut, but they've got the bomb control. And that is the big deal. But they're still taking these firefights. It's a huge trade of damage between all 4 players that are alive. Modi goes down. Tag left.
They
1 versus 2.
The bomb was CT.
They've now got the bomb. Pass it back up.
It's dropped back
down again. Oh no.
Tag. He will actually go through CT instead. He spots him, but he did shoot at it though. Oh. So Nex will get that bomb plant. Tag has a kit and Kevlar to deal with the situation. Depending on how aggressive Nex is. Tag's playing for the long con here though. He thinks he might have gone towards short.
Oh, he's off.
But he's actually going towards long with a Glock, which is, I mean, he's checked the long doors. I guess that was his main bit of info.
He's coming back.
Oh,
hello. That's a huge free
That's such a weird round though, isn't it? The bomb,
yeah.
You know, Modi kills a player and it clearly bobbles off the edge of our view. I guess Modi couldn't see it because the smoke was fading, so it was quite difficult to see. It wasn't clearly in Tag's view either. But then he kills him on short again, and the bomb goes straight back down. Instantly
back down there once more.
Ah.
It was a bit of a rough one.
Oh, here we go. Look at Big's buy.
Oh, the AKs. And the Scout.
AK on Tizian. Only a Deagle on Tabson and Scout on Smooya.
Oh no, Smooya. Smooya.
However, the AK buy has done very well. 2 kills towards long. Mertz is feeling confident though to take this face. He knows they've just grabbed that weapon as well. But look at Tag. He's got a lot of information here. And Mertz, he's actually managed to grab the M4. That's a really good play from him. The AK's now gone back to Tabson due to having armor as well. Oh. That wide peek was so...
Yeah, very courageous.
I think it's all on Tag. If he's able to kill God B towards long, this is going to disrupt the way they go into the site. But that peek, oh, Modi, his toes.
Giving it as he tried to push out.
That's an outrageous kill from Tizian as well. He's had a fantastic round so far. But it's another round, the bigger one, due to someone having 3 or more kills.
That ragdoll was a bit like a dolphin.
Like a dolphin.
Like a dolphin.
Tabson's had quite a quiet game. Let me look at the scoreboard. 4-11.
Oh yeah.
Uncharacteristic of him as well. He's been one of the only people who was originally comfortable, consistent, rather. That peek is so hard to do from the CT side, isn't it?
Especially with a Scout. Oh.
Mertz taking a lot of interesting peeks there. Oh, that's an AWP though. He can tell he's going straight for it. That's going to be a nice scavenge. The question is, can he stay alive with it if he does grab it? There's a lot of value lost with the side of Big. However, God B, Tag still thinks there's a chance. I suppose there would be if he were to get the kill on God B. I doubt that'll be the case now. Save should be coming through. You can see Nex. He did pick up a Scout, hoping to find some kind of angle to take the battle. Does spot him. Tag should be able to stay alive here. There's another like 15 seconds, I think. But Nex, depending on how aggressive he is here, he's going to walk the whole way. If he gets towards this bin, I think he stays okay. Scope doesn't stick out until it's way too late. Tag dies.
He had so long there. That's rough. More than enough time to get that kill.
But they don't save the AWP, I guess, is the main thing as well. Like, Big don't get it back.
But at least they got it out the hands of Heroic.
That's true. Heroic going to be taking Eco as well. So this is the classic case of that most people were scared of. If a CT side wins the pistol, they then lose this round. Their money is horrendous because of that. Smooya, the only player towards mid. Tizian backing him up now, at least. If they were to push off short and check towards lower, it could be very bad for him. Question is, how long are the CTs willing to wait? Well, they spot him. That's a bit of damage. They've got to swarm him.
They're all there. They need to hit him at once like that so they can overthrow him. He will go down. Mertz and Cillian come together with the USPs. The attack on the A site is already underway.
It will be a case of holding for the exits, though, on the heroic side. If they were able to secure outside of the long doors, they might be able to force this exit to be quite difficult. They have a single flash on Freiburg. Question is, how good is this flash going to be? It's only Nex actually watching the angle right now. I think you have to go now. Here it comes. Doesn't really blind it for long enough. It's just going to be an easy killing spree.
Yeah, nice.
They do get one, but I guess that's better than nothing in that instance. And Freiburg getting $600 for that kill.
Big spray downs. 12-7. Heroic. They've got the buyout. Mertz is on the AWP, the rest of them rocking the M4s. This is what they needed to bring out going into this round.
Ooh, Molly tagged. 80 damage as well. The double nade will come into B as well towards the back of site. Fortunate that Modi is not playing towards an angle which most players would go to in B there. Mertz, you can see he just seen Smooya slightly too late. So Smooya does win that first fight. Essetag has been found out close to mid. Unfortunately, the M4 not doing too much or too well for him. Cillian not getting it either. And they just fall apart just like that.
Yeah, Smooya starting to demolish with the AWP. 3 very quick, rapid impact frags there for his side, and it's a whole lot better than what we were witnessing.
Tizian should be able to get the back someone's Freiburg here. And there we go, heroic. That was a buy round as well. It kind of fell to pieces in the space of about 15 seconds. Big, now only 4 rounds away from matching the round total that heroic have got. Pistol armor coming in for most of the players. Or rather, some of the players. It's going to be a fast push towards short, though, from all the CTs.
Well, they have double smoke, 1 flash. That's basically it. They have got a double boost up on Shoxy. We've seen quite a few double boosts come out from Heroic into this match.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting one.
Do you expect the double shocks?
They'll hear the noise cues. Question is, when does the Essetag throw this flash? Here it comes. He blinds Tizian, and they get that AK as well. Freiburg very close to actually getting the 1-tap towards Tabson. They'll Molotov as well, but they need to push through that.
I mean, they've got the gun at least.
However, getting the gun. Big have got the B site. Tabson being challenged. 2 kills into the round. Another tag out as well.
It's got him low, but they're missing. Smooya shoots the wall. That is going to be the save. Mertz, he can hold on to the AK. Cillian has armor as well. Modi, just PT-50 in the smoke.
Cillian wanting to keep his armor. I was wondering if they might try and go for the big exit for X here. But instead holding quite far back, really. Hoping to utilize the armor and the AK into the next round. Nine to 12 though, Big getting their way back into this game. AK will be passed across. Mertz buying up on that AWP. The double AWP on the side of Big. Something we've seen very often from them on the T side, especially on Dust2.
Almost as if it's necessary for a lot of their games to even be able to allow them to win them.
Which is rather unusual. Look at this aggression. Trying to catch some players off guard with that very swift peek towards B ramp. Essetag not really baiting or peeking into this at all. Asilian is a player in CT, but there's a lot of people going through this B ramp area. The tag on next saves Essetar. And that allows him to get an extra kill as well.
And they're just popping off Ben. Tabson, the only one in close range that actually does get a trade back. I mean, right now it's looking like this will go in the way of Heroic and give them a 13th round, but Tabson had other ideas in mind. A huge trade. They want that 10th pickup, and they're getting close to it.
Just Freiburg and Mertz here. No kit. They've got to be thinking about the save here. They're going to grab that second AWP, and they will make their way away from the site. As in that round, it was looking like Heroic have got it. They got the 2-man advantage, but Modi and Beads get a single kill. Essetar gets taken out with Tabson. Tabson then follows up with another peek towards outside B. That kind of forced Heroic's hand. They need to save this into the next one. And Big, they haven't even... I was thinking, they haven't used any pause to try and get back into this. Heroic might need a pause here, because as it's going, it's not going in their favour whatsoever.
No, it's going very wrong. They're being left in the dark now at this point as well. I mean, they were so close to match point for quite some time. It's just been slowly trickling back, and Big definitely get into a position where if this happens again, they can lock it down and start to walk off with the game. So Heroic, if they're going to win this, they need to find some answers soon. The answers they're going to use this time around, though, will be the double AWP setup.
So Smooth's actually got an SG into this round. Unfortunately, can't make anything work with it. Doesn't get the entry kill towards Smooth, towards Mertz, sorry, on towards Short. But Long has been taken by Big, and the take will be coming in very soon. Players pushing up. Mertz was blind. Still gets that kill. That's
so filthy. The Cillian's going to get traded back on. Nade rolls in. Freiburg kills next. And it is just 2 men that remain. Tizian and Tabson. They're going to push up. Molotov going to tap him again. Just tries to spam through the wall. That's not going to work. Kill found there by Mertz. They now realize what a Tizian is. The shot will come out off the back of the AWP. 13 rounds picked up as they go 13 to 10.
Double AWP coming into effect, but more or less all on Mertz there. Getting that first kill towards Short, getting the second one even while blind. Heroic getting that 13th round on the board. However, Big, they still got a lot of money, they can still get the buy-in. The scary part for Heroic is if they lose a round with the money, it'll be time for a reset. Big goes straight back to that double AWP. Which is apparently their way of stamping authority in the game. It needs to be a bit of a prerequisite for them on the T side. Mertz, another entry kill onto Smooya. Winning that AWP battle this time.
They're trying to get that short control. The Molotov's going to be chucked in. God B. Set up with a smoke, but his entire squad is quite diverted from where he is. Freiburg's playing on close. Going to look to try to do an old classic Freiburg spray down here, potentially if the push comes through. God B gets 1 kill, but there's the instantaneous trade. Freiburg gets the first, drops into pit, flashbangs. Keeps them busy. 2 versus 4, Ben. I mean, they outnumber them. They know how close they are for this 14th round. The next goes down to Asilian. Modi will get the kill on Tabson. They want the AWP? No, they've already got 2. That is going to be a 14 to 10 scoreline. It's all falling apart for Big.
Very quickly, it has crumbled for them. Heroic reaching that 14th round, the double AWP. Apparently their saviour. Whereas Big, they've still got reinvestment into that double AWP themselves as well. They believe this is the way forward as Smooya, this time getting the entry kill to this round. Mertz was there, but not quick enough to get the kill onto him.
Oh.
So a very awkward A split potentially coming in, and Smooya gets another one to Mertz that time. Asilian surrounded by enemies here on the A site. It's a huge ask for him to even stay alive here long enough, I feel. Gets the 1, but Tizian trades it straight away. Modi and Essetag. I was going to say exits wouldn't be the worst idea for them, but it looks like they're dedicating towards the save rather than that.
Yeah, it appears like they are just going to accept their fate now. They go 14 to 11. This game's so neck and neck. Oh, they've boosted him over the wall.
Yeah, I always liked that angle when it comes to post plant on B as well. If you're able to get it, of course. Requires some level of coordination. But Big get their 11th round. Heroic should be able to get buy-in here as well. If Heroic were to win this one, the money on the side of Big would be pretty damn low. The question is, where's the impact going to come from? They've got the double up again on the Heroic side. And Big keep consistently running 2 players straight down mid, straight down suicide. Mertz is moving towards CT though, he was. However, until that smoke landed, decided to pull away from it.
Tizian waiting for the push to come through here. We'll get smoked off for the meantime. So Big just going to make some commotion towards mid, plant the seeds of doubt in the mind of Heroic.
Playing a very slow round, our Big. Still got all 5 smokes available to them. Short will be taken by them as well, but Mertz is opening the angle for the push-up. Gets the kill onto Smuya again. The last 2 times Mertz got that entry kill towards Smuya, they did win the round. Godby running through the fire. He's got himself into close angle on the smoke at least. Freiburg about to be flashed in. Doesn't get a chance to even get the shot off though. He does win that fight as well. Tabson is there. Godby and Neck stuck on short. Mertz has got the cross as well. 30 seconds left. They're going to need to go soon. And Moddy with a push from behind does the perfect double kill. Just Tabson left now at long. Misses the shot on Freiburg. That should be the round over with.
Ooh, yeah, Cillian going to get that kill. Knocks out Tabson. And Heroic seem like they should be able to pick this one up now soon, Ben. It's a 15 to 11 game, and Heroic, they've been in control for a good majority of it. I mean, overall, seem like the much more composed squad, looking effective into these rounds. Big need a miracle if they're going to be able to stay in this one much longer.
When Heroic are on the T side, this is the kind of round they lose against, based off the buy. Mertz missing that shot, should be bailed out by a Cillian being on the close angle, guarantees that there isn't a player close. But Godby's making a lot of noise towards mid. As well as that, Big have taken long control completely away from Heroic. Mertz with the AWP is here. There's 3 AKs, there's no long distance battle coming in.
Ooh.
He'll see it and he gets the entry kill again. The Molotov will come in near the corner as well, this will delay them unless they run right through it. Tizian runs straight through it and he gets the entry kill as well. Freiburg trades it.
Yeah, Tizian goes down to Freiburg. Freiburg popping off here, Ben. He might be low, but he's in such a prime time position. He peeks out. Godby will knock his block off. And they're left into the 3 versus 2. Esatag expecting the face to come through as the Doolies as his sidearms, but goes for the jump up. Finds the kill on the player by Goose. Godby shut down as he'll slump to his death. That'll be the frag found by Cillian, and the game won by Heroic. They pick it up there in regulation. Heroic winning on Dust2 versus Big. 3 points out of the available 6 here of our final game of the night, already secured by the Danish roster.
They looked really good, to be fair, Heroic. It was quite... There were question marks before, right? We've seen Dust2 from Big yesterday. They looked pretty solid on it. Heroic, the last time we saw, they were a bit, puzzled, I guess, at times, confused at times. This time they looked really strong. The C side was phenomenal. And CT, it started off a bit slow, but they did get it going. As soon as Mertz got onto that AWP, got a lot of entry kills. And from there, they always get the game going.
Yeah, get the game going, get themselves into a good headspace, and mentally they look very, very effective. I mean, Big, it took so long for them to eventually wake up. And at that point, it was just too inconsistent, but very back and forth. Not winning the rounds we really needed them to win dominantly.
Yeah, it was one of the issues we saw with them earlier. Earlier on, they would go down at 5-0 and then recover. This time they went down, what, 12-4, I believe? That's a bit too late.
Yeah, it was a bit too late. Well, last map of the night is going to be coming up after this. It's Train, another map that favors Big Clan, but will they be able to win it, or Heroic going to be 2-0ing the series? Find out on Train.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.